Hey, so I'm going to show you a nice simple standing sequence that you can do to really work your thighs and your glutes. So to kick things off, pop your hands onto your hips and then just toe heel your feet out until they've gone a couple of inches wider than your hips, just with a nice comfortable turnout that feels natural for you. And then you're going to sink down into your wide second plie. And here, just pause for a moment. Check that you're not letting the chest drop forward. You've got a nice long spine. Your knees are tracking over your big toes. And then just see if you could sink maybe 1 inch deeper. Feel the thighs really start to switch on. Now we're going to straighten the legs and then plie back down. Nice and simple. Think inhale as you stretch and exhale as you plie. And you want to imagine that your back is flat against a wall and you are sliding up that wall in a straight line and then sliding straight back down. So not letting the spine curve forwards, not letting the hips hinge backwards. I will say here, it's like you're stuck between two panes of glass. You're coming straight up and then straight down. Nice, long, heavy tailbone. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift, and exhale, plie. Starting to already feel a little bit of heat, hopefully, into the front of these thighs. Be really mindful that the knees stay tracking over the big toes. So we're working in turnout here. And that's going to mean that the inside and the outside edges of our thighs work nice and hard. Now, how does it feel to take this a little bit quicker? So just a little more dynamic. Find that breath. Inhale, lift, exhale, plie. Inhale, exhale. Thinking about the energy of your feet as you do this. So you've got energy down through the balls and the heels of your feet. All 10 toes nice and spread on the ground. 4 more here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, keeping that spine nice and long. Hold this next plie down. Now take a tiny little pulse here and you're moving literally just an inch. Ooh, and an inch is all you need to feel that thigh bone start to kick in. Maybe hands come to a prayer position here. Thumbs not touching the chest, slightly away, and finding a bit of energy there through the palms, pressing into one another. And that just keeps us nice and active through the arms and across the chest here as well. And let's face it, it's a little bit of a distraction from the burn that is there right now in our thighs. 8 more little pulses. See if you could get a little deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay with this last one. You're going to take your knees and just push them back a little inch. Press back, press back, press back. I'll show you from the side here. My knee action is tiny. It's just a little movement back an inch. Imagine you've got a big elastic band around your thighs and you're pushing back into that band. So this is really nice and engaging for those outer thigh and outer glute muscles. As you're doing this, could you sink down 2 inches and then come back up 2 inches? So tiny little pulses back as you drop down 2 inches, tiny pulses as you come back up. Just 4 more here. I am really feeling that heat through my thighs. I am with you. Those glutes, of course, working hard as well. Tiny pulses down. Not letting yourself come up too high. Pulse down, hold it there. Now could you lift just your right heel and then lower, and then your left heel and lower, lifting that heel nice and high like you've got a high heel on, and then really press the heel down through the ground like you're resisting that heel against something. Squeeze it down and try not to let your head bop up and down. Now you can stay with these single heels. If you'd like that little added challenge, could you go for that double heel lift and lower, still letting your body lift up and down so the head stays at the same height. Lift and control that lower, pressing those palms in so you've got that energy there still through the arms and across the chest. Taking 3 more. Lift, press, embracing any wobbles. Now this last one, could you lift both heels up and hold them there? They can be up in that high heel position, or you can keep them a little bit lower, or you can have heels flat on the ground. It's your choice. But how does it feel to take a deep breath in and then on your exhale drop just 1 inch deeper, still making sure we haven't dropped the spine forwards. We are flat against that imaginary wall behind us, and then we just take tiny little pulses out to finish. Now if you can't see on camera, I will tell you my thighs are shaking right now, and we really want to embrace that shake in bar. It is a good sign. It's a sign our muscles are working to that point where we're really starting to work them hard and make that change and build that strength. We're going to take 8 more little pulses, embracing those wobbles. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now just hold it there, 10 seconds, and you are out of this. Embracing those shakes, maybe dropping 1 inch deeper. Keep smiling, press those palms, relax the shoulders. We hold 4, hold 3, hold 2, and hold 1. Drop the heels down, straighten the legs, drop your arms, toe, heel, your feet in. Your feet are a hip distance apart and parallel. Take your hands back into that prayer. We're going to take a squat down, send the hips behind you, and then squeeze your glutes, come to stand back up. Think inhale as you squat down, exhale up. Try not to let your knees drive really far forwards over your toes. Instead, keep the spine long. Think of your tailbone going down diagonally to the ground behind you. Inhale and exhale. Find a range that feels comfortable for you here. Again, not letting the thumbs rest to the chest, slightly away, energy through those arms. Now, can we go a little quicker? So we inhale, exhale, so just a little more dynamic. Give those glutes a nice big squeeze at the top. And energy again through the balls and the heels of the feet, all 10 toes spread nice and wide. Take 2 more, hold yourself down. And just like we did in that wide second position, tiny little pulses. Try not to look upwards here and strain the neck, instead look down, about 1 meter in front of your toes so your neck is nice and long. Check here, you're not letting this go into your lower back, so you're not arching your lower back. You've got a nice long tailbone. Keep those pulses going, staying nice and deep into this position. We have just 4, 3, 2, final challenge, hold. Now you peeled those heels up before. We're going to do the same again here, maybe just off the ground, maybe a little higher. If we want more, they're all the way up into that high heel position, again, embracing those shakes. And for the final time, could we drop 1 inch deeper? And for the final time, I promise, could we take tiny little pulses down to finish? Little drop, final layer to add on here. Arms go wide, palms facing down, and as we drop down in the legs, we just take tiny little pulses up through the arms. So we're just getting that energy through the fingertips. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold to finish. Arms reach out in front for that final challenge. I'll show you from the side here. Check that we're not letting the shoulders lift to the ears. Energy shining through the fingertips, dropping a little lower. 4 of them are out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, arms down. Stand up, shake it out. Whew. I really hope that you felt that through the legs, through the thighs, through the back of the legs, the hamstrings, and the glutes. And you have enjoyed that quick bar thigh burn.